Hi, I'm Patrick Reid from the Adamis Principle. I've got some slides for you today. The first one is dollar CNY. Every man and his dog is talking about the magic number. What's that? 7. If this breaks, it's going to be carnage for equities. Outflows get triggered, potential deval. Some possible reasons why we are approaching the magic 7. Obviously, you've got narrowing yield gap with the US and China, also dampening impact with the ongoing trade war. I think for me, it's more credit tightening in China, trying to rein in the shadow banking, and also US yields. That coupled with risk off dollar inflows, so it's flows into the dollar for risk off. To find that safety. The bottom line, I think, is this: whatever happens, nothing moves until the POBC lets it. That said, if the levy breaks, they may very well find their hand is forced sooner than later. So the next slide, let's go a bit closer to home, Europe, and again, risk, right? So 10-year sovereign yield spreads getting wider. This is against Bund, 10-year on German. Italy we all know about, obviously. But the key thing here, and it's not actually shown on these charts, is Portugal and Greece look to be following. Obviously Spain not far away, but Portugal and Greece look to be following. So I just want to cut in and say something. As a trader, I feel it's not, at the moment, the markets, it's not about whether you're long or short dollar, it's whether you're long or short risk. And for me personally, I'm a seller on risk on rallies. So look at yen pairs, look at Swiss pairs, but Swiss, I wouldn't really trade that if you gave me gold bars. But look at euro yen, Aussie dollar, and we'll come to a bit that later. Sterling yen. I wouldn't touch dollar yen just because you're battling against yields with risk off if you want to be selling into that rally. But that's it, and I just need to make that point clear. So the third slide. So this is very difficult to trade euro dollar. We're on the weekly. Look at the last 3 weeks. Absolute dog's dinner, mixed. As I said, you've got what was once a largely pristine US macro picture, 2 months of misses on CPI, a couple of eyebrows being raised, but then it's not all rosy in Europe as well. That's why you've got mixed. You've got risk on, risk off flows as well. The only key level I want to draw yourself to is 113, the big figure. It's an absolute marine down there. The only thing that's going to, in my view, the only thing that's going to break that is if dollar CNY breaks 7. Okay, next slide. So this is my favorite dollar long, just because if we do sell off, if equities roll over again, we do sell off, you've got risk off, you've got the China effect, you've got credit tightening, you've got a dollar funding which can't hurt it. So for me, I like 71.40 to 60 area. It's a big level on the weekly as well as the daily. So personally, I like to be selling into that. And that's it from me, from the Adamis Principle. I hope this is helpful, and watch that risk.